kedu ụzọ m si mejọ ndị dị etu a asị m n'ụzọ m si na-eme ya na ọ dịghị mma njọ ha sị mbụ ngwa agha onye m gbara egbe onye m gburu mma onye m gbara ụta akwa sọsọ ozi ọma Chineke si mgbasa n'igwe okwu ka m na-agbasa kezie ka o si metụta unu. Ọ bụ gịnị mere unu a na-asị ka akpọta Nnamdi Kanu ka egbuo ya ọha na eze na ndị gọvanọ? Ọkwa na gịnị mere ndị herdsmen na-egbusi ndị mmadụ n'ugwu Awụsa ndị gọvanọ ha n'ugwu Awụsa kpọbe ka abịa gbusie ha? Inu anunugo na onye na-achị ugwu Awụsa gọvanọ pụtara sị ka egbusie ndị herdsmen. Unu anunugo na onye Yoruba pụtara sị ka egbusie ndị OPC. Ọgwụ na sọsọ ndị Igbo n'ihi na unu na-agba leka kunu ga-agbara ndị Fulani odibo. Onye pụta sị ka agbara Fulani odibo. Onye nsị na mụ agbọ Nnamdi Kanu aga m agbara Fulani odibo. Ha nwere ha kwesịrị gbara mụ odibo. Onye na-esere mụ na ha gaa n'ugwu Awụsa ndị ha na-akpọrọ isi n'ala na-ajụ ha unu na ebe a Nnamdi Kanu ọ pụtakwa n'ụbọchị one unu hapịa ọ na-akpagharị ebe niile ego na-enye ga-enyekwa ya ọzọ. Onye ahụ otiri mkpu bịa ọ gaa na BBC Igbo na-akọrọ ha aka m esokwa ya aka gị ọkwa ọgwụ ogonwa wee onye isi nche na steeti gị. Ị ga-agwa m na onwe ka ndị agha obodo ekwensu bụ zu Naijiria ga-esi malite na-akpa mkpamkpa n'obodo gị ịmaghị ihe gbasara ya? Ngwongwo niile esi be mburu akwa ebe ka esi ikpeazụ ka ebugara na gọọmenti hatụ na Ezinna m ha na-ekiri na-amụ amụ ohe were ụmụnne ha na-eresi ndị Fulani chee na ndị Fulani ga-ahụ ha n'anya wee na-ajụ na-asị gị na-emere ọha na eze n'ụbọchị nketa. Akwa ofu Jubril a ha na-agbara odibo ha na-achụrụ efi akwa ofu Jubril a bịara ugbu a bịa tisa ọha na eze tiwa ya ụzọ abụọ. Ịhụnanya ya
o nwere otu ọ ga-abụ ma gị ma ha nwere ike bịakọta ọnụ ka akpa ihe ọfụma nwee nkwekọrịta otu a ga-esi gaa n'ihu?
Ihe na-eme na ndị be anyị wụ na ha na-aghọtachi anyị na-eme ọfụma. Ịjụ ọha ha sịra m chọrọ ikewapụ Biafra n'ime Nigeria na ọ nweghị ihe ziri ezi na iwu obodo ha akwadoghị ya. Nna ajụ ha sị ya ke ụzọ chọrọ isi ime ya asị na ọwụ ka aga mee ntuli aka elu anyị bịanyecha aka atụcha vootu aga na ebe a na-eme iwu anọrọ akpa ya ekwekọrịta anyị gawa n'iru. Njụọ ha ndị na-eme iwu obodo Naijiria mmadụ ole si Kano steeti pụta? 44. Ọ bụ mmadụ ole na-emekwe n'iwu a si Abia, Imo na Bayelsa pụta? Ha erughị sọsọ Kano steeti. Ọ bụzi ụzọ dị anya ka ị ga-esi wee nweta ihe a ibu n'obi ebe ndị ọwa anyị na ha na-awụ nọchiri egwara agara agbachi ụzọ nọchi ebe niile efe adịghị ụzọ adịghị obere ihe unu kwesịrị ịrụ unu anaghị arụ ya. Nwatakịrị ihe wụ ogbe nkịtị ebe na-ebute mmanụ na-ebute ukoro ọkụ ike a na-ebupụ na-akpata ego bekee wee na-eri ndị ugwu Awụsa ji na-eleta onwe ha mma wụnaba anyị ka o si bịa. Okporo ụzọ nkịtị na amarụ Ọnịcha ruo Enugu kezi ihe ọzọ ị na-akọwara m ọ bụ gịnị ka imepụta were ga-eme m ga-eji wee nwee ntụkwasị obi ebe ị nọ n'ihe ị na-ekwu na ị ga-emenwu ya na ọ wụ eziokwu? Ihe IPOB na-abakwa nnupụ isi ka anyị na-enupụ isi.
You're listening to this is Radio Biafra. Radio Biafra. White to white. Radio station with more. You're listening to the radio station. You're listening to this is Radio Biafra. Radio Biafra.
We are not like other people. Because as I once reminded you before we came, there was nobody like us. Now that we are here, they pretend, they copy, they emulate, they fabricate falsehood. But they can never be like us. Long after we are gone, they will wish we lived forever. IPOB is very special. Exceptionally special. The largest mass movement in the whole world, bar none. And we did it because Chukwokika Biama is with us. We did it because Chukwokika Biama created IPOB himself. And we are here to pilot its affairs. We will not prevaricate. We will not stop. We will not slumber until Biafra is fully restored to its former glory. Anybody in doubt as to our resilience and our determination to restore Biafra is not only mistaken, not only misguided, but needs to see a psychiatrist, because we are not stopping. I am Nnamdi Kanu, and I don't stop until I get what I want.
All right, thank you very much. This is Radio Biafra, USA 2. We are here. This morning, before I get started this morning, I will have to read out for you the press release by our IPOB. It says IPOB press release on the 3rd day of October 2021. We thank all those who complied with sit-at-home orders, IPOB. All right, this looks like it's an old thing, isn't it? What today's date? All right, it was released yesterday. At least I had finished my broadcast before I got it. So I still have to read in the entirety. I say we thank all those who complied with our sit-at-home orders, IPOB. Nyanwodo should stop attacking us for relevance. We are the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, ably led by our great leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Our attention has been drawn to the fallacious and ridiculous statement from the most hopeless man in Alibo, Chief John Nyanwodo, asking IPOB to stop killing our people. We see this statement as that of a drowning man who wants to grab anything to stay afloat. Nyanwodo is only seeking relevance and feels the only way to get relevance is to make statements about IPOB. He has come again. Nwodo should not forget that he did what he did against IPOB when he was president of Ohaneze Ndigbo. It is like his money has finished, and he expects his slave's master to send him more money by attacking IPOB. This old man is confused and will remain confused till his death. We have questions to ask Nyanwodo over his ranting. Has he investigated those who attacked Ajali police station and confirmed they were IPOB? Has he also investigated who attacked the convoy of Honorable Chris Azubogo when he was coming back from Oka to Newi, where he dumped PDP for APC and confirmed it was IPOB? Instead of this Fulani stooge to caution politicians like him, he is busy chasing shadows and accusing IPOB. Our philosophy is peaceful restoration of Biafra. We have no hands in the senseless killings in Biafra land, but Nwodo and his traitors like him will want to link us with these atrocities just to impress their Fulani slave masters. It seems Nyanwodo wants to use IPOB to be relevant again. Since he left as President General of Ohaneze Ndigbo, he has not been relevant for long. He wants to use IPOB like Joe Igbokwe and Osita Okechukwu, DG of VON, to be relevant and attract sympathy from APC party. Shameless people in display. Fulani is in charge of APC and in control of Nigerian government, can never give them recognition, no matter what they do. We wish to thank all those that complied with our directive to sit at home on 1st Monday 2021, on 1st of October, sit at home on 1st October 2021. We thank you all for your compliance and for rejecting Nigeria and her tribalistic Fulani-controlled government in Abuja. We equally appreciate and commend those institutions and churches, including companies, who on their own dismantle Nigerian flags in their premises. Thank you for your cooperation. IPOB will never relent in our resolve to restore Biafra. Any institution, company, hotels, etc., that is yet to comply with this directive should stop waiting for us to remove the flags for them. They should comply, do the needful, because disobedience is not a good option. We restate our belief in peaceful restoration of Biafra. IPOB has no hands in the senseless attacks going on in our territory. We are freedom seekers and we remain peaceful in our pursuit for freedom of Biafra. We have nothing to do with the zoo politics. Comrade Emma Powerful, Media and Publicity Secretary for IPOB. All right, that's a very good message that we have sent out this morning. We have nothing to do with any killing that is going on. We are not good at that, and that is not our way of seeking our freedom. We've been peaceful and we'll continue being peaceful regardless of what they say. Some idiots, as soon as anything happens, they just jump. The first thing is IPOB. Joey Bukwe is the person I'm going to talk about this morning. For those of us who know him, how would I say, we come from the same area. They don't have a good reputation, the entire family, not just him. So there's nothing about him that is surprising. Nothing, unless you don't know this man. If you don't know where he comes from and who he is, you will be surprised at anything he says. He will never tell. He could just go about and do just about anything to make sure that for him, money is so important. Relevance is so important to him that he can do anything. He can kill anybody that blocks his way. That's how callous his brother, his elder brother, we know how he died. It's same killing. And so he said his house was burnt. He saw a Sienna bus. That's what he used. That's the language he used. They were offloading petrol in jerry cans and things like that in plastic containers. And the CCTV, according to him, caught them doing it. And I immediately jumped into IPOB. Now my question is this. Does this IPOB guys that go to collect, do this thing that you accuse them of doing, do they wear badges? Do they wear a T-shirt that says IPOB? Does their van have any inscription on it? No. He planned the burning of his house. That man can do just about anything. Believe me sincerely, I trust that man that he can go to any length. Just pay him money, he's going to burn down his house. I mean, people are saying that already, even without, I can't verify these things, but you see, we know, I say, you cannot trust Joe Ibokwe. Joseph Ibokwe is a criminal. It's been like that from childhood. He didn't just start being a criminal because he's a grown man. No. As a little boy, in the community, in the village. Not just him alone. Some people in his family too. They are like that. But let me not castigate the entire family. But let me just say that Joe Ibokwe is a damn criminal. Serious criminal. He can do just about anything. I wouldn't be surprised if he burned down his house. I want to make a point. He will do that. I am wondering why they went to burn down garage that has probably worthless things that are thrown in the garage. Things that you don't need. His library could have been, that's where he could have burnt down one down, so we will know that he knows what he's talking. Joe Ibokwe is a criminal. He's not somebody that can be trusted, to be honest with you. He can do just about anything. A lot of people are writing about it. I saw a video this morning. One of our brothers did a video on that. It's not verifiable, but at least I'm going to edit this video for you to know that this man called Joe Ibokwe is not a person that can be anywhere trusted. Listen to this man.
Today, firstly, I want to remind every Biafrans, wherever you are, the time we are right now, we are on injury time because we are already there. When things are getting better or when things are being programmed to be positive, we will always have this element of evil around that want to destroy what God have already pronounced victory. But little did they know that the same God who are championing this cause will always plant somebody in their midst. Wherever they are planning this show of shame, somebody in their midst, Holy Spirit will enter that person to be an informant in their midst, to give out exactly the plan and what is about to happen. I want every Biafrans to pay attention, and as well, I want every body in that contraction called Nigeria, I want every Oduduwa people to pay attention to this particular information today. And I hope the world are watching as well, because our program do go far. Many world, they are watching, they are monitoring the situation in that Nigeria. And gradually, they are beginning to find out the real truth and those behind the evil that is being carried out in Nigeria. The attack today, because I'm occupied today, I'm not supposed to be here, but I quickly rushed down to make sure that we get the real face of this particular attack that was carried out today in Nnewi. Now, the attack was planned on Tuesday last week, which is last month. The attack was planned on Tuesday, the last Tuesday of the last month of September. That Tuesday was on the 27th of September, when this attack that was carried out in Nnewi today was planned at Oriental Hotel, Lekki Road, Lagos State. That was where the attack was planned. And the people that was present in this plan was Gahoba Shehu from Asorok, and Malami, the Minister of Justice and Attorney General of Nigeria, and Andy Oba, and Hope Uzodinma sent a representative in Oriental Hotel, Lekki, Lagos. This meeting was held around 7:45 p.m. That is when they commenced this meeting, 7:45 p.m. on the 27th of September. And after the meeting, Joey Bokwe was paid in dollars for his home, for his town, for his house that was burned down today. Was paid $380,000 US. Was to balance this money. This money is to be balanced. The money they agree on, which he insisted that he will receive from them, because they don't trust themselves. Because they ask him, what can we do to be able to eliminate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in DSS custody? Then Joey Boko concluded that attack need to be carried out in Anambra State radically. So the people you are seeing today, those people you are seeing and you think they are unknown gunmen, there was unknown gunmen existed during the time of immediately after NSAS protests. And this group of unknown gunmen, when we later find out that they are people who Nigeria force have eliminated their loved ones in their family, then they form their deadly gang against, listen to me, against the Nigerian forces who cause pain to their various families. Listen to me. Unknown government never go after any individual, no matter how foolish you are, no matter how sabotage you have been on your people, they are not after you. They are after the state of Nigeria who have caused them pain. Now listen to me. After they paid him $380,000 US, they agree on $500,000 US for his house. And this money will be given to him on Tuesday. This very week we enter. The money will be given to him. Today is 3rd, tomorrow is 4th, 5th. On the 5th, they will pay him the money on Tuesday. Then on Wednesday, everybody pay attention, share this video. Now listen to me. On Wednesday, there will be attack on DSS where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is being detained. Because the information came in 2 hours ago by inner person of Joe Ibokwe, the same Joe Ibokwe, and this information is being given by a woman in the midst of that nonsense plan. Now, what you see today in DSS office in Nnewi, Anambra State, was to tell the world that attackers now can come into a sensitive area like DSS quarter. So that, if you notice, I don't know, that was the reason why they attacked some army barracks in the north. If you hear last week, which is last month, I think on the last day of September, there was an attack in a particular place of DSS office in the north as well. Listen to me. They began the plan, they began the program on the north. Now, they ended it in the east so that to enable the world to understand that even them, the security personnel, are not safe. So, which means anybody in their custody is not safe as well. Now, listen to me. As this particular Good Samaritan, this woman was giving this information to me particularly, I was surprised. He said we should act quickly. We should air this information so that they themselves will watch it and find out that their plan has collapsed. Listen to me. That's why I'm going to tell people that we need to be prayerful in this struggle. This struggle is not all about, talking nonsense, attacking each other. We should basically focus on the channels of our enemies. Because what you see they are creating in the IPOB is to distract us so that we will basically treating the issue that is not matter. Then they will see their chance to execute their plan. Now, Joe Ibokwe House was born today by the people they hired to do so. The same thing happened in DSS office. There is a video somebody was videoing from his own residence, showing the little boys. Listen to me. Go and watch that video. Immediately that woman gave this information, I begin to study that particular video. That person was videoing those people inside the quarter of DSS in Nnewi. Now, but God exposed them by that video. Among the two people who the video captured as unknown gunmen inside the DSS quarter, that is setting the DSS quarter ablaze, none of them have weapon. Have you seen such before? Have you seen such before? None of the two guys has weapon with them. The two guys that was captured by the camera has no weapon in them, no single gun in them, not even cutlass. They only have their what they call it, plastic. I think they call it a keg or something like that, rubber. I think that was fuel inside that rubber. That was what they have with them. And the other one was carrying stick. That is all. Now, the DSS, people died. Maybe they never tell you that people died in that place today, then carried that attack. Unknown gunmen that we have experiencing immediately after NSAS. The unknown gunmen went to Owerri. The real unknown gunmen went to Imo State prison and free everybody, even BBC Igbo. All media confirming that no life was lost. Even when the media was analyzing the attack, they say these people must be a well-trained and a trained personnel that carry such attack without harming any inmate. Now today in Nnewi, people that are detained by DSS office in Nnewi office, they lost their life. Because the woman cooled down and analyzed what happened. When I doubted her, he said, no, let me tell you what happened now. He said, they planned that they're going to keep people in DSS office. Immediately I said, wow, so this could be true, because unknown gunmen that have operated before, they don't harm even inmates. They always make sure. Do you remember when they went to Abia State? They free all the inmates, no single person lost their life. Because they know that those people are detained unjustly. So unknown gunmen is the men that form their group to be able to what? To give justice to those that justice have been denied. Their activity is not in any way concerning an individual who is being foolish on his own. So Joey Bokwe hired people that burned down his house while he had already been paid for that house.
This message is very clear. Exactly what I said before. Because that man is a serious criminal. Honestly speaking. I'm not talking about his age now. I'm older than him. So growing up, we know him. He's never been a straight person. So there's nothing he cannot do. Nothing. Oh yeah. It's just, I don't know. But yeah, what would I call him? He's a crook. He's a crooked person from a very crooked home. So it's not unusual. Because look at it. Now, according to what I just read this morning, in his wall, his first statement was the IPOB were the ones that burned down his house. Then the next thing, he was on his Facebook wall. Now he has brought it down. It's the normal thing. Where as soon as it happened, the first thing was IPOB. Then later on they said, no, there's no IPOB there. We are not going to kill you guys. Believe me sincerely, but don't push us. Do not push IPOB. IPOB will know what we want. What we want is our freedom. And that freedom is very paramount to us. It's very, very important to us. It's something that we want to get. And we're going to get it in our own way. Quietly, the way we are handling it is the way we are going to get it. There is nothing anybody can do about it. This is a connected plan. The plan is being executed gradually. This banker has already told us what happened and the way it was planned. We don't want to listen. Fine. That is our problem. But the truth is that, like I was speaking to one of my brothers yesterday, one of the top men is one of the people I will actually call a very rich guy from my area. Called me yesterday and we're talking. He's so worried about what is going on in the country that he started, there are people that didn't join what we're saying. He first of all started his story by why don't I think? I don't know why he called me anyway, because probably they are very much aware that I'm talking on the radio, so that makes them think that I am an important person that can do anything, that can influence anything. So when we're talking and he goes, if the constitution can be changed, I said, listen, you are late comer to what we're saying. Because I know very much that even long before I became member of IPOB, our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not just wake up in the morning and decided to go this way. No. If they had wanted to change the constitution from the time it started till now, at least they could have made some changes. But the man realized that these people were talking to they cannot understand anything you are saying. The Fulanization is something that had been planned over 20 or 30 years ago. Money was given out for it. And you think that all of a sudden they will start by trying to change the constitution. We are wasting our time. Complete waste of time. Complete waste of time and energy. Because they are not going to do anything about that. They are bent on Fulanizing because Nigeria is the country given to them by God. And there is nothing, for those of us there, we don't really matter. It doesn't matter. We're commodities that can be taken from one shelf. When you go to some stores, you discover that the articles are changed. If you're used to a particular store and you get in there, you go straight to what you want. But when you get there, sometimes you discover that the people in the store have moved things around. That's the way to think that we are. We are pound of flesh. We are ping pong ball. They can kick us anywhere and put us anywhere. What we are doing is our only way of getting our freedom, because those people are not going to budge. Trust me, they are not. For them, Nigeria is theirs. Any one of us is just nothing. So when people talk and we don't want to pay attention, that's the man that said this, the broadcast man. The man is killed. He died. But his message remains with us for those who want to listen, because he made a very, very good point, and everything he said is happening. I don't know, the point is that when people say things and you said you can't verify it, some people say fake news, okay, but you're watching and you see the thing is materializing, and you're still in denial. There are many people, those at home, because the excuse is that these politicians at home, these rich people at home, they are scared, they are afraid to talk. You don't have to be afraid to talk, because whether you talk or you don't talk, when the time comes, they'll take you. They'll take you out. They have their plans. Their plans being executed. That is why we need to be listening to people that are talking.
Let me make some revelations, because
Yes.
some of us also have our own intelligence networks.
Okay.
Have met with some of the bandits. We have met with some of their high commanders. One or two who have repented. They have sat down with us, not once, not twice. They told us that one of the northern governors is the commander of Boko Haram in Nigeria. Boko Haram and the bandits are one and the same thing. Yeah. They have a sophisticated network. During this lockdown, their planes were moving up and down as though there was no lockdown. Moving ammunitions, moving logistics, moving money, and distributing them in different parts of the country. They are already in the south, in the rainforest of the south. They are everywhere. They told us that when they finish these rural killings, they will move to phase 2. The phase 2 is they will go into the urban cities, going from house to house, killing prominent people. I can tell you, this is the game plan. By 2022, they want to start a civil war in Nigeria. Don't joke with what I'm saying. I have a PhD from Oxford University. I'm a central banker. We don't talk nonsense. So don't joke with what I'm telling you. I have this from the highest possible authority, higher authorities of some of the commanders of the killers and Boko Haram.
You said northern governors, past or present, Dr. Badaya?
No, current. No.
All right, Obadiah, he's sending a message. And when I listened to this over and over, the first thing I started thinking about was our southern politicians, our people from Biafra land, our elites, so-called, intellectuals, according to our leader. These are people who are supposed to speak up. They are not talking about this. All they are busy clamoring is who is going to vote for them, how they're going to get back into office, as if they have been there for all these years. What have they really done? Nothing. And they want to get back there to do what? To do nothing. Because that's what they know how to do. That's why somebody in this century will still think that the time the Nike and the Tangele has gone now. It's mascara that the people, different cosmetics that are using. Somebody out there still thinks that it's the time where you put Indomie in the wrapper and throw it to people for them to come and give you a vote. To do what? Somebody saying, "Oh, if you do not go to there must be election will be done. It doesn't matter even if it's only 3 people. Somebody will be elected." We know that. That's not the news. The truth is that it's better that they go and get the Sultan of Sokoto or somebody, a headsman, and make him the governor, because you are useless. You are worse than them. What can you do for us? So what do we lose by them putting somebody else in office? No, it's the same thing. Putting you there is the same thing like putting somebody else. Because you can't do anything. This is not a personal thing, but I'm saying it. We don't need any election, no form of election in Biafra land whatsoever. We don't. They can fly all they want, they can cry all they want, but you're wasting your time. You don't want to address issues, things that is important. Your son, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is incarcerated. He's extradited. He is captured. He's not arrested. He's kidnapped. And all of you have the gut to sit down there and we are waiting for election. Go and vote, make us see. All of una the grace. All of una head not correct. You can't address issue. Look at this man, Doctor. This for one reason or the other, his name just keeps slipping my tongue. However, he has made his point. He's a banker. He's an honorable man. He knows what he's talking. He's been on a meeting with the repentant Boko Haram. He said not once, not twice. Over the talk. And they have opened up. And he is now giving the information out. None of us. I'm waiting to hear any southern governor or southern politician or ex or current serving. No. Except maybe Ezife. Kudos to his elbow. So, this is the issue that matters. You don't want to talk about it. Or you are interested. One of the candidates was basically crying at the BBC. I mean, you need to see. I'm looking at this candidate. I'm like, wow, this is so important to these people. This is more important to them than anything else. And then when they say that people put money together because they want to go and extradite our leader and hijack him, I didn't want to believe that. But the way they are hustling for this election thing, for me, it looks like there's truth in the story. They are so desperate. These are issues that they can solve overnight. If they start using their head and start thinking like normal people, these issues can be solved. But no, all they are interested in is, hey, this election, so we can go in there and continue where we stopped. You don't do something now. You don't even talk about it. If you have the energy to put money together to go and extradite this man, the same energy you can use in telling the federal government of Nigeria, see, you are making a mistake. Let this man go. What has he done? Not that he hasn't done anything. Your own government, is breaking their own laws, their own constitution. Somebody is granted bail, you go to kill him in his house. Now he escaped for his life. Then you went to another country, you didn't even go through the due process. What kind of criminal government is this? You went to a foreign country and hijacked him. You brought him back to the zoo. And you announced that you have arrested. You didn't arrest him. You extradited him. You didn't give details. And all these people that are running around like politicians, that they are elects, they are lawyers, they are there. They don't say nothing. How can you? How can anybody be proud of calling himself a Nigerian? Whatever you guys do, what we know is that Biafra is our quest. No matter, our leader has always said it. They will kill us, we will kill them, but in the end, Biafra will get a land in our front. That's where we're going. Nothing much is changing. Things are moving exactly the way our leader said them. And for those of you out there who are fighting us, all you need to do is, in the compound, just come out and say, I saw IPOB did this. You can accuse us all you want. The point is that you're making a fool of yourself because something happens, it's not 2 minutes, it's IPOB. I'm asking, like I asked before on this same program, IPOB, do they wear their badges when they go to commit crime? They wear their cap that shows IPOB or wear a badge that shows IPOB? No. Already you have an answer. Even before the crime happens, you're already, going to say something. Dr. Chike that was killed, his brother, the first time y'all ran out to say IPOB has killed my brother. What a thing to say to a blood brother whose brother just died without investigation, without without knowing. All of a sudden, the man that was murdered, the brother said, the next thing he did, he will not apologize. He will not come out and say, I made a mistake, I am sorry. He went to his page and pulled down the thing that he wrote on his Facebook page. But you know something? Keep accusing us. The more you accuse us, the more we're getting stronger and stronger. We know what we want. Our publicity secretary have said it. We are not in there to kill anyone. The you people can be running around, but in the end, at least we know we still have the likes of Mbazulike Amechi, our grandfather, father, brother, uncle. He's still very much alive and speaking the truth the way it's supposed to be. That's why he's still alive. There are very few of them. He has told us that if we waste our time fighting IPOB, Igbo leaders should engage IPOB, not kill them. That is exactly the last statement that he made. If you want to sit down there and keep accusing us, pointing finger, it's not going to change anything. You can make all the calls you want. Like I said yesterday, I spoke to one of my brothers. I know why he called me. He wanted us to discuss this issue. These are issues I don't even want to discuss with any of them. In fact, if I oblige any of them to talk about IPOB, I'm just respecting you. Because there is time for everything. There's an opportunity for you to have spoken, you didn't speak. Now everybody is scared. Who judge nobody? Nobody's safe. Nobody. Well, some will say because you are in diaspora and you think, we are not because we are in diaspora. We are living here. I've been living here. I didn't start living here because of IPOB. I've been living here. And anybody who says that he doesn't see what is going on in the zoo and still wants to clamor for one Nigeria, you need to get your head examined. Why would I go in the same path with you when I see clearly that you are mad? They see a drug and they expect me to jump into your bandwagon. Of course not. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. We're still talking here this morning, and if you want to call me, 646-920-4541, 845-344-7984, 929-406-9953. Please be nice. Make sure that you don't spend too much time so that others will have the opportunity to also get in and talk like you. Still want to remind you that our radio station is broadcasting at Nkpo, and the time is at 102.1 FM. That's where it is happening. And before you know it, we're going to make sure that some other regions that are complaining that the radio is not working in their region, all we need to ask you is to tell you is just to be patient. Be very, very patient, because they are working, the engineers are doing everything in their power to make sure that all the stations work. And they are going to work regardless of what. Give us a call, the lines are open.
All we need is a referendum. 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 Tell me what to do, tell me what you do, tell me what you see, tell me what you see, tell me what you know. Again, talking about the referendum. Can you feel amazing? No one on a Miami, you go to wire. Oh, you see, I have to go for long. We just become a slave, no, for long. Back in the days, we know what's up. I am a fan, but because of who the focus to come out. I remember when my father they tell me about the war. If we go there, then spend so much money just to accumulate. Yes, we go. Success in one way, a typically go man. You don't tell when we dey fight for this freedom. You don't tell when we dey fight for this freedom. All we need is the referendum. 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 You don't tell me to fight for this freedom.
When you kill people, not to make videos, shouting on the video. When would they home? Would they get knife? Take what we call vigilante. Not that they kill somebody, they make video, shouting on the video, Fulani kill. Let them say try to kill Fulani. Please, my brothers, you should try to kill one Fulani. Anywhere you go, you see a Fulani kill somebody. Try to kill the same Fulani. I beg you. Because we are just making video all the time. No, let us make a vigilante. Each community coming like this will have vigilante. Everybody come with knife and everything. Before they kill one person, that we can catch some of them. I beg you, my brothers and sisters. That's what I want to say. And I want to greet our sisters that go to London for protest. May Elohim bless you all. Yes. What you people do is so marvelous. I'm so happy. May God Almighty Elohim bless all of you. This woman really tried. They really tried.
Yes.
Men cannot do this one. These women tried. May God guide them and protect them anywhere they are. As they go back to their various destinations, may Elohim bless them and guide them to their home. In Jesus' name.
This
is so much tried. This was so much tried. And another thing, everybody is shouting. Joey Bokwe shouting. This one shouting. That's why we really IPOB is number one. Really sure IPOB is number one. At times like this, I see many propaganda coming. But for us, we just tackle it. Just a squeeze of hand, we finish all the whole propaganda they're bringing. IPOB is number one all over the whole world. I want to use the opportunity to thank my brothers and sisters to beg each and every one of us. Please, in the name of God, mighty Elohim, we must have to please be looking for ESN. ESN is number one. Without ESN, we are finished already. Without ESN, we are finished already. It's like our leader really knows what is going to happen. That's why it's this ESN. Nnamdi is another human being I have never seen.
Thank you very much. All right. Thank you so much for your call. Let's take another one real quick. We'll have other people lined up. Caller on WhatsApp. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi Peters.
Good morning. Welcome to the program.
Good afternoon from here. My name is Nanyera. Nanyera is the PRO here in Russia. Mazi Peters, I greet you once more. I greet my leader, the highest man in the whole world. The savior of our time. Look at these people, jihadists. They have come again in our land. They say golden dance, soldiers. Golden what? These people live Uguausa, live the whole north that Boko Haram and Aswap are ravaging everywhere, killing people in London, in Quantum, then come to our land now to kill our youth. And these governors and this, what did they call it? They cannot say anything. What is wrong in South is that all these soldiers are coming to dance their golden dance. What is wrong with these people? Why are they so wicked in this our Southeast like this? I want to urge our brothers and sisters in diaspora that they should run around and support ESN. That's the only hope we have now. There's no any other choice that we have now than to support ESN. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. Thank you so much for your call. This is Radio Biafra. We're still taking calls. And I have something here that I need to read out. It's news that says right, the governor is being threatened. He said, if I perish, I perish. Nigerian governor raises alarm over assassination threat. Reveals those behind the plot. Samuel Autumn, the governor of Benue State, has claimed that his life is being threatened by some high and mighty persons. The government. I mean, Governor Autumn on Sunday, October 3rd, alleged that a gang from Sudan has been hired to kill him. However, the Benue State governor said that if he dies in the process of serving his beloved people, then so be it. Yeah, it's happening. It will get to all of them. We are waiting, because for him to have cried out and say something like this, it means that it's a reality. His life is not safe, and nobody's life is safe. I have a call. Let me take this one before I continue. Caller on straight line, tell us your name and where you're calling from. The line just went off. I don't know what happened. All right, the Benue State governor also claimed that those who are behind this plot are planning to hire killers from Sudan to attack him. However, Autumn said that he has made up his mind to serve the people of the state, even if he dies in the process. You're not going to die. You'll be protected by Chukwukika Abiyama. As long as your hands are clean, they will try, but they will not succeed. It's happening everywhere in Biafra land. People are, I remain committed to the service of my people. I am committed because they elected me, and I will do their bidding. No one will intimidate me and make me stop until justice is given to our people in Benue State. That's how men talk. I am still waiting to see any governor in the southeast that will be bold enough to speak up like this. All of you will be killed. Forget about what you are doing. They will come after you. If you don't want to learn, as in Okwa, bushfowl was making too much noise, and people asked, why are you making this noise? He said, because I see where they're slaughtering the chicken, and I know I'll be next. While you sit down there and pretend as if nothing is happening, talking about only election, they are planning for you. You're not going to be free. They will take care of you when the time is proper. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. Give us a call. The lines are still open at 646-920-4541, 845-344-7984 +1 929-406-9953. I'm also on Signal. The Signal line is 845-283-9665. Give us a call. The lines are open for you. All right. I don't know what happened. My clip. So, Autumn has cried out. It's left for those of them who are still in our Biafra land to open up their mouth and be straight like everybody else. Call on straight line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
My big brother, good afternoon. Mazi Nnamdi.
Welcome to the program.
Mazi, it's your brother calling from the UK.
There we
see? I thank you, my big brother, for your good job. I appreciate our leader, Omadike. Nothing will happen to him. Did you know that? Did you know? And I appreciate Biafrans all over the whole world that is working as seriously. One thing I'm saying to Biafrans, please stop attacking each other. Let's focus. Something is about to happen in the zoo, and the zoo will come to an end. Mazi, there is one thing I want to say very, very quickly here that bothers me. Do you know? Does it mean that middle bed, their soldiers, are they not reading the handwriting on the wall? Is Autumn not their brother? Because Autumn, Maz, I don't know if I'm coming out.
Yeah, you're live.
Hello, Mazi?
Yeah, your voice is okay.
Yes.
Go ahead, sir.
Mazi, Benue have the most soldiers they use during the genocide. But I'm asking myself, what is happening? These soldiers in Benue have the right to revolt this Janjaweed in Nasrog. Benue are the people are into this soldier and the police and the whatever. Why are they watching their brother cry? And they will send them to come to East to kill our people, and they will march to East. That is what he aggravates my stomach. Some psychic acid. Does it mean that they have killed all the individuals of Benue that those ones that occupy soldiers and military, does it mean that they are finishing them? Mazi, maybe you never can tell. Maybe because I don't know. Mazi, let me say something that one of my brother goes through one certain time. One of my brother that lived in Libya, he called Radio Biafra one day. Why I'm saying this thing now is just to remind our people what is going on. He said that he traveled away from Libya to go and bury his father. On his way, when he gets home in Enugu there, he was kidnapped by Fulani. He made it clear. He said it here in this radio that he was kidnapped, and where they take him to is not far away from where people that he can hear. He said these are Fulani.
Yes.
And when they kidnapped him, they parked his motor along the way, and they told him, "Are you aware that you are being kidnapped?" He said yes. Now, he said where they took him to, it's not even far away, that he can hear people pounding, cooking, pounding. So, after the demand ransom from him about 2 million, he said to them, he was pleading to them that he came to bury his father. He showed them all these printers where somebody died. No, okay, they start negotiating. After all said and done, he said he now end up with 500,000. Now, when they released him, his motor, people raised alarm because his motor was still there. His motor was still parking there. When people raised alarm, they went straight to the police and told the police that this person had been kidnapped. Look at his motor. The police came there at his car to the police station. Do you know that after they released this guy, he still went to the police station and reported the case and told them, look at what happened. Do you know what the police people said to them? The guy told them that he knows exactly where the bush, where they are. Even people, he can hear people cooking, pounding. But the police said that they cannot go inside that bush because they have to get authorized from Abuja. They have to get, our people need to know that they have to get authorized from Abuja. The police in our land is telling us this. They have to get authorized from Abuja to go there, to go inside that bush. Don't you see that these people have planned for us? Dear friends, don't you see that police cannot go inside the forest where this guy was kidnapped? And he was even saying it's not far. He can hear people cooking. Don't you see that these policemen and these Fulanis in our land, they have agenda? Don't you, dear friends, are we not going to wake up and take our land by force? Mazi, thank you for giving me this opportunity.
All right, thank you very much. This is Radio Biafra. We're still taking calls at 646-920-4541. This morning I was talking about about the criminal that from Newi, his name is Joey Bokwe, that is trying to make sure that he ropes up IPOB. But you know something? They were all planned. These plans are too old-fashioned, and they are not into the modern thing. We know how to do it. We know how to deal with people like Joey Bokwe. Ignoring him at this time is the best anybody can do because he's a criminal. He is just the one that will do anything, just about anything to remain relevant. He said his house was burned down, but not the man himself because for me to believe that the house of the like of Joey Bokwe is going to be burned down, it's going to take time to believe that because he is a very, very big crook himself. Caller, good morning. Caller on straight line. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Chiyok. I'm calling from my location.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you, sir. My brother, it's not that I'm responding to what somebody just said. You see, why Mazi, you know, in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, if you ask different tribes in that zoological republic called Nigeria, if you ask them to define Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you get different majestic definitions of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Yes.
Because his life and his preaching has touched everybody in different ways. You see, the Middle Belt, if you encounter them, know them from experience, that is the major thing they appreciate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because he know that this man has seen beyond what many people from the Biafra land have not seen, because he doesn't want their state now.
Yes.
Middle Belt, they are in a terrible state. Let me just give Biafrans a little definition of Middle Belt. Middle Belt is just a place where people accommodated their conquerors, their enemies, and you are forced to remain silent in their midst. You see, these people have been dealt with. That's why they can't speak. It's not that within them, they are not suffering it. Most of us who have been with them will know that it's not an easy something. Even Autumn said it the other day that one governor, a Hausa governor, said that, in fact, they have been enslaved.
Yes.
They can't talk. So you asking of the military, you don't know how Nigerian military goes. You can't talk. If you talk, if you do in the contrary, to kill people, to waste people is nothing to them. It's nothing. What I mean is nothing to them. It's not. When people say that that place is a terrorist organization, it's not even a nation. You don't even understand. As I'm talking to you on the daily basis, the way they used to execute them is, if they know that you're rising or they heard that you're saying something and they just send you to a volatile area. They can send you to Northeast, and people still believe there is this. Why I don't believe there is this Boko Haram or not. Most of us who encountered them those days, you see, these people, this Boko Haram, they had Boko Haram. But after the Boko Haram, these jihadis, these Buhari boys, they knew that they can use that name instead of bringing in people, a known terrorist organization. These are the group of boys. They will just go and arrange them, and they will use them to commit a thing, and the media will take it Boko Haram. Now the media has taken the other side of it, bandit. Yes. They are the same people, trend, and most of them, the assignments were given that when you say a military is court-martial, they can court-martial you, and or they can put you this thing and you are forgiven. The next one, ask of that your brother who was court-martial or who was disciplined in the military, he has been sent to the Northeast. Yeah. And many military have died. They don't even know. Their parents are even, their people are still expecting their brother. When is he coming back? After, but they don't know that the person is already a carcass there. So that is their state. And that's why we are urging our people to open our eyes. Forget about, this one is not even about whether you're a politician or you're not a politician, everybody's life is in danger.
Yes.
Unless you reason the same line with IPOB.
That's right.
Reason the same line with IPOB, because you are not safe. I was discussing with most of my brothers from the coastal region. I have friends here because I'm a businessman. Most of them were seeing it a different way. I said, no. The issue there, if it's a political issue, we would have been saying that. This one is your life. How come you have oil behind you and you are not in charge of it? Somebody from God knows where is in charge of it. And if you talk, they will kill you. Yes. Have you asked yourself, why is it that they send people to deal with you whenever you revolt? That is what, if you listen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he has never been a sectional leader. Yes. He has been a universal. He say, come, my brothers, come. It's been a call of, come, let us see reasons together. Yes. When we must have freed ourselves, then you can go and exist and control what belongs to you. My brother, which one is better? That is the thing. So these people, they are using like the clip you played about the meeting in Lagos and all this.
Yes. Frankly
speaking, the way the man narrated it shows that it's true. Because that's how they roll. They will plan this thing and they will use somebody to, Jay, you've won your house. This, how come you are doing on DSS and there is no resistance?
Yeah.
After 2 days, you will go and parade one or two persons, say they are this thing. Yeah. Most people making useless comment on this thing that these people are speaking Igbo. Even the Fulanis in Bayelsa, they speak a Niger Delta language more than them.
Of course.
Fulanis in Igbo land, they speak Igbo more than most of us. Frankly speaking, so don't be deceived. And one of the things they do when they come there, they will get married to an Igbo person. And they will keep having children, and still their lineage is there. So God bless you, Mazi I. Peters. God bless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu anywhere he is. That man, because of him, God will do miraculous work in Nigeria. They will keep on killing themselves. They will keep on exposing themselves. Very soon, they will keep on fighting. In fact, they will fight dirty. Even Britain. Britain will soon be an enemy to those guys in Nigeria. You will see it very soon. Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right, Dalo. All right, this is Radio Biafra. Let's see what time we have now. Okay, we have time to take a few more calls before we call it a day. So, everybody here, I'm looking at Facebook, everybody here is talking about the criminal called Joey Bukwe. The man is he's been like that, he was born like that, there's no way he can change. He's so desperate that he will do just about anything to be relevant, to remain relevant. But we don't care, because you know something, we are IPOB. We are the world largest organization. We are peaceful. The world knows that. They can call us whatever they want. They can commit a crime. They can cut off their own ear and claim that it's IPOB that is doing it. Well, we are not into that, because if we want to do anything like that, when we do something, we're going to tell you that we are the ones that did them. But meanwhile, we've not done anything. We don't know who the unknown gunmen are. These are people at whose families were butchered. So now all of them are revenging. So what do you expect? All right, I have a call. Let me take this one. Caller on private line. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, Mazi Peters. Good afternoon from here.
Welcome to the program.
Yeah, Nwachineke, thank you so much for picking my call, and thank you for the good work you are doing for our people. My prayer always is that may Elohim bless you and bless your household. And the same prayer goes to my leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the man who is suffering for me to be free in the hands of DSS. Our prayer always is that please continue to take care of him, that very soon he will come out to join us again. And as he's coming out with the Biafran flag. This is my prayer always in the name of Elohim Chukwu Kabiama. Mazi, by the special grace of God, my name is Mazi Akas. I'm calling from Austria, and I am the IPOB Austria National PRO. Please allow me to make this announcement very fast. We are calling on every IPOB here in Linz, Austria. All IPOB Austria Linz, please, we are calling on you that this week, Saturday, we are holding our meeting. And please, we are begging all of us to make sure you be in this meeting. Very, very important. We have issues that we want to talk about. And we are begging you, if you are having any appointment on this particular Saturday, we are asking you, please cancel it. Cancel that appointment and make sure you be in the meeting, because if you are not there, it is going to be sorry for you. And we are begging all of us, please do the needful. This time that our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been extraordinary rendition to the zoo. It is our duty to make sure we keep on doing the needful. I am calling all IPOB Linz Austria. Please, this week Saturday, make haste to come to meeting. Cancel every appointment. Very, very important. This message is coming from our zonal coordinator, Mazi Eziofo. Please, thank you, Mazi, for giving me this opportunity. And I want to say that all these politicians that are killing themselves in Anambra, they are in the name of unknown government or anything they call it. Mazi, we are saying it clear. We don't care. They can go to hell. They can talk anything. They can say it's CSN. They can say it's unknown government. IPOB remains safe. Our safeness is unchangeable. Our doggedness and our resoluteness is we are multitude of millions of people all over the world. And what we are telling these people is that the people has made up their mind that we are not going to vote. It doesn't matter what they do, because we have calculated since we've been voting for these people, we see no change. It's better left to somebody from Abuja. Let them take somebody from Abuja and come and put there in Anambra State. It doesn't matter, because even Obiano, what can people say to Obiano have done? He's going out by November. So that we know that we are not the person that votes, because any vote we come to anything we do on that day, say we are, they will still give it to who they like. Man, am I not making sense here?
You are. Go ahead, sir.
They will still give it to who they want to. So it makes no sense that that day we will stay at home and we watch them. Let them bring the person. We ask person, who voted you? Who asked him, who voted you here that you are operating? Let people see what happened in Imo State and use it as a very big example to make sure that the whole world will see that this idiots that they bring here in this government house was not voted by the people. And so shall we continue. In Biafra, we will not vote until they do the needful. Let them go and release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. As they plan and donate money to rendition him from Kenya, let them still go the same way and talk to this zoo government to release their brother. Nnamdi Kanu is their brother. This man, all his crime is that he said, the freedom of my people is very, very important to all of us, not only him. He is suffering for me, he is suffering for all Biafrans all over the world. So it is our duty to make sure that we stand side by side by our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to make sure that Biafra will come, because it's the hope of all of us, even our children. If we don't do this, we are gone as a race. Mazi, thank you for giving me this opportunity. May you bless you, my brother.
Thank you so much. All right. Thank you so much. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. I think I will have to shut down, stop taking calls at the moment, because I have to keep an appointment. So I'm going to be like 30 minutes of my time. Tomorrow is another day. Please don't stay tuned. Make sure that you stay with Mazi Alozie, and hopefully by tomorrow we'll be again together as usual. All those people planning and talking and planning and planning and planning, let them keep on planning. All their plans will fail. It will fail, and it's been failing, and it will never stop failing. All they need to do is, rather than sit down there and listen to the voice of reason, people that are experienced are talking. In our own case, they are not talking, they are just there waiting for election. For them to get back into office is more important. That's why they are buying rappers and throwing Indomie to people to go and voting for them. Shame on all of you. Shame, shame, shame. None of you, a big, big, big shame. There's not going to be any election in Anambra. That's definitely not in Biafra land, not even Anambra. Biafra land, the election is a thing of the past. We've been voting and jumping from year to year. What do we get in the end? Nothing. So what I'm trying to say right now is that they should just forget about Anambra State election, talk about Biafra land election entirely. There's no such thing. It's not going to happen. On the 21st, there'll be a total lockdown. Our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is going to court on that day. And if they don't bring him out, we want him in court because you charged him. You are the one that extradited him. You are the one that went to kill him. You are the one that is doing everything to this man. You think because you just have the power, you can go there and lock him up, incarcerate him. Well, we Biafrans, we're going to tell you that the power belongs to us, belongs to the people. You don't have a right, no God-given right. You're going against your own constitution. You take somebody, put him down there. Even if the court says, let him go, no, you won't. Because you think you have all the power. Well, we shall know. 21st of October, that's the day he's coming to court. If we don't see him in court on that day, we will react, obviously. We have the right to react, and there's nothing you can do to stop us. All right, with this, I'm going to shut down at the moment, but please stay tuned because Mazi Alozie is on next. Still want to remind you that Biafra is our religion, and Radio Biafra is where we worship. Stay tuned. Tomorrow is another day. From here, from me, it's goodbye.
The last hope we have is in Biafran restoration. I believe Listen to Radio Biafra. It's where we worship as a Chukukike Abiyama. Let your kingdom come. Listen to Radio Biafra. It's where we